guys and girls, and welcome back to the third time I pressed the record button. This is Goodies Beer Reviews, and tonight I've got Space Age. Look at this. This is brewed in Newstead, I think. Yeah, Newstead, Queensland, representing 4006. Shout out to them. Wow, a juicy double. Stop it, my mouth's watering. A juicy double dry hopped IPA brimming with Citra, Cryo, Citra. Have they doubled up with the Citra? Citra Cryo, Citra. I thought it was Minolta, Galaxy. Geez, they've got some names, don't they? I know Mosaic, I know Galaxy, I know Citra. But yeah, it sounds pretty cryogenically brewed. 10% return, pregnancy warning above the barcode. Probably with the child support link there. Space Age double dry hopped IPA, a DDH. 440ml can, which is what we love here on the channel. Don't you love it when you get the old Churs and what's the other one we like? Chur and Behemoth Brewing, is it? And you get the 440ml cans. Some of the 440s, they used to stack the craft in. You're like, oh, it's rough, but it's 440, I'll take it. But when it's good, that's a blessing. And when Chur was 440, oh, brain smiles. That Templar Haze was just gorgeous. This is Space Age. Look, I love the can. It's got, it looks like a spacey can. 6.4% ABV. What's that about? 2.2 standard drinks. Chew. 6.4 ABV, double dry hop. I've given it a tip. I've given it a swirl. Looks like it wants to come out and play. I'm looking forward to this. I had a Bolter Easy Hazy, watched some YouTube, caught up with a few comments. Good. Very simple, but commanding crack on the can. I love the can. Look at that. Yeah, wow. I'm excited for this. I've had some really good beers the last few days, except for John Boston. That really, it makes you not want to drink beer. That's a good-looking beer. Those beers just, they're rough, man. Yeah, if they're cheap, and look, no one can go around it and say, unless you're rich, and you can go out and buy a carton of this and a carton. Not rich, but if you drink beer and you have a few beers each night, you need something which is affordable, don't you? You can't go out and go, I'll get even Bolter Easy Hazy, Hop Fiction, which are two of my go-to sessionable beers because they're 4% and they've got flavour and taste, and I think they're quite good beers. You session them. But at $54 a carton for 16 cans, mate, you can't afford to do that a couple of times a week. This is I think that is a confirmed sighting of a possible Kadunkadunk, which is good. We love our dirty pond water beers here. This looks like a nice beer. Look at the head on that. So what did I say? It was, I can smell that. Newstead. Yeah, there you go. Brewed and packed by Range Brewing. I can smell that from here, and I'm getting mango, orange, heaven vibes. Let's have a sniff. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. You sniff John Boston, and you want to sort of, I don't know, hurt someone. You just go, yuck. It's skunky. It's dirty. And I'm not just shitting on it. It was really a bad beer. This smells glorious. However, I've had some West Coast IPAs which had no smell, odour, and then you drink it and go, wow. So you can't always go on the sniff. You've got to ride it out. Just don't give up. Sounds bad. When you have a sniff, don't give up. Oh, it's very Citra. I love the cryogenic bullshit. Let's go. 4 minutes 50, I haven't even drank it. Range Brewing. I love the space stuff. Anything science fiction, spacey, Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars fan, an old Star Wars fan. Say what you will, you're a geek, you're a nerd. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good beer. You can probably hear me rubbing my hands together. That is good beer, sensational beer. I love double dry hopped IPAs. Anything hazy. I love my Neepers, but this is well balanced. This has got a lot of flavour, a lot of punch. 2.2 standard drinks, a good ABV, a good mouthfeel, good advertising too. They probably just like what froze the hops cryogenically and then threw them in cold hopped, or they throw the hops in when they're frozen. Who knows? It might just a bit of a. But this is a nice beer. I've got to get a graft tomorrow for a medical, for the job I went for. So they need to do, I've got to do a urinalysis, skeletal mass, something like, you got to be able to lift 20 kilos or something. I mean, come on. I've been carrying people my whole life. No, I haven't. Oh, God, got the hiccups with a bad joke. That's what I get for being shitting on people, carrying people your whole life. This is a nice beer. Yeah, Range Brewing, they do some... I think I've had Range not long ago. Very well balanced, exceptional, just goodness. So if you see this, I'd say give it a crack. Once again, I got this from the lovely Beck at Curious Crafts at Lismore. Mate, we just don't have much around there. People say they can't get stuff, and I understand. Like, Lismore has that little boutique place, Curious Crafts. They're online as well, so check them out. I always give them a rap because where I live, we've got Uncle Dan's, who really just sells now ginger beer and seltzers and apple cider. Their range of craft has gone downhill dramatically. I also think BWS, they're trying a bit harder. You get the odd, like my local Richie's, they get in some little beers here and there. They got this one in the other day, the Wandana, which was, yeah, look, it's all right. I didn't really get much macadamia in it. And I've got First Choice, which is at Ballina. And I pick up what I can when I go there. But, man, where I live, I'm not isolated, but it's a small town. I mean, if I went down to, like I said, Richie's, and they get the odd beer in, you get shocked when something new's in. But then again, the customer service there is exceptional. They're such a good bunch of young dudes. Normally, there's one lady that works there, but mostly guys. Like, and shout out to Richie's, McLean. They do good beers. This is I'm sort of, I've got to be careful just calling everything a banger. This is very, very close to our heavily awarded banger status. It is, I would buy this again. I think this cost me about $9 or $10, maybe 11. I'm going to Lismore in a week or two, and I'll pick up some more then. Sometimes I forget what I've reviewed. I review so many, and I don't review everything I drink, but I review anything new that I drink, because I think it's good to know, and it's good to sometimes jump on. Like I did it back in the day with Geza at Gez Beer Reviews. Shout out to Geza, you badass. I loved watching you years ago, and I still do. I saw your uploaded one tonight. I've got to jump on and comment. I try to comment a lot of the stuff. Everyone just gets busy sometimes, and I get that. But Geza, I remember like even having a Tooheys New or I remember John Boston. I remember having anything, and I'd Google such and such beer review, and Geza would pop up. And, just a good, honest yarn and spiel about a beer. I fucking like it. And that's why I started this channel too. A few people just inspired me to go, start a little channel, and have a bit of fun. And like I said, I think it's good for your mental health too. Full-time work. Look, I've worked my whole life, multiple jobs. I said it the other night on a video. This gets better the more you ramble on with shit. If you like fruit in your beers, this is good. Very citra-based, and Mosaic, it's got that tart, that little bit of tart tangy. I've got to get back into some home brewing. I haven't done it for a bit. Sometimes the all-in brewing bags are just easier. You throw one of them in, you hop it as per they ask. I put it in the chubby, what they call a chubby, which is airtight. I sit it at about, I think it's 12. I sit it at 10 or 12 psi with a release valve on top, so it releases the excessive gas so it doesn't go bang. In my whole brewing life, and I've brewed for a long time too, as we know, I'm a master distiller, but I have brewed for a long time, and I've had a couple of bottles go off in old plastic, and they shot in this house actually, because it gets warm here and very humid, and there was a crack one night, not a good crack, but a bad crack, and it blew the cap off into the ceiling and broke the plaster in my ceiling. There's a bullet hole in my garage, which I plastered up myself. But yeah, I took the old car. I won't ramble on too much. If you want to go now, go. But yeah, I'm only going to ramble on for another minute or two about my day. But if you see this Space Age from Range Brewing, this is it is very good. It's nearly a banger. I'm really tempted to give it to it, but I've got to hold off banging everything that I drink. Fuck. Choice of words, goody. Good beer and a good yarn. But I took the old car. I got a 74 XB. I took that for a run today, and the vacuum leak, I have a vacuum leak, and it's getting worse. I come up to a roundabout today. I put my foot sort of down, just gently. But yeah, stalled, went off, restarted, a little bit of white smoke out the back, and it's like my car does not blow smoke. I've got a pretty much, and people will go, oh no, it's a simple fix. Well, I've had 2 or 3 mechanics, and this guy, he builds engines too. I've got to pretty much, it's a lot, it's manual labour to get to the vacuum leak. You can pull a hose off and do this and do that, and it'll run, but I want to get it done right. I'm even thinking about, pardon me, down the track, I've got to save up a bit of coin. And like I said, if this job comes through, which everything's going right at the moment, my medical's tomorrow, I'm not going to do an engine rebuild. It doesn't need that. It's just a leak. And when I say just a leak, it's, yeah, this isn't an easy fix. It's a fix that needs a bit of work. And this guy, like, when you go to a good mechanic, and on the GT, on the bonnets, they have those bonnet pins that you turn to hold your bonnet in. They do the clip, and then you got 2 clips. They're on there. I think they started on the XW or XT. Did the XT have them? Maybe the XT, XW, XY, XA, XB, XC. They're the bonnet, little bonnet pins, and they can be a shit of a thing to adjust sometimes. When your car comes back and simple things like that were fixed, or my nut was stuck on my air cleaner, fixed. Little eye for detail. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. I've got a list of things to do. Cars cost money. That's the problem. And if you don't drive them generally regular, keeping the kilometres down's a thing sometimes. But and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have them. But I made some smart moves back in the day before the cars went up in value. I knew they were going crazy. They still are. People will say the market's this, the market's that. It's bullshit. You can have 1,000 people say that a car, like say the XB GT, oh, it's not worth what it was, and it was worth $4,500 in the day. You know, I picked it up on loan in around about 2009 or 8, 7. So we're talking like now, fucking how many years ago? Jesus, years fly. This is a long video, sorry. But as soon as I get on cars, I'm gone. But yeah, like, so the old girl's 49 years old, but it doesn't need a bit of work. But structurally, it's good. It's just the engine. I've got to get this leak fixed. What I was going to say is, anyone who tells you that car, you won't get this, you won't get that, or you won't this, or you won't that, if someone wants that car, they'll pay the money if they've got the money. They don't care. So sometimes if you can hang on to a few things that you think might go up, do it. But if not, you do you, boo-boo. Love each other, take care of each other, be kind. So sorry about the long video. For those who hung in there, menaces, savages, if I hit 1,000 subscribers, which will probably never happen, unless I keep drinking thousands or more beers, I'm going to release maybe a hat or a shirt. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I said, I do it for me, I do it for you guys and girls. I'll catch you in the next one. Love yous.